couple months ago, you sat down and took the initiative to start making a business. You did some market research, you made a landing page, maybe you started sending cold emails or cold calls and you started booking meetings, but you're getting on these sales calls and you can't seem to convert these people into actually giving you their dollars. So what I want to do today is explain to you the ROI calculator and how to use pure logic to get people to convert. And I guarantee you most of you aren't doing this. You are what is categorized as a B2B service company. More specifically, a B2B service company whose sole function is to get clients an ROI. By definition, by purchasing your service, your clients are looking to make a profit. Big emphasis on profit. And now what I want to do to explain this to you is give you examples and show you how you probably aren't doing this. All right, example one, you are an e-commerce email marketing agency. You send emails for e-commerce brands to make them more sales. So let's take two prospects here so you can understand why this will work for somebody and why it won't work for somebody else. So let's say you just took an arbitrary retainer price. You want to charge $3,000 per month. This is going to work for some people. It's not going to work for others. Let's go through some numbers. Prospect one, here's their data. List size, 30,000 people on their email list. Their product profit margin is 40%. There's a lot of you guys don't understand this. E-commerce brand, they sell a physical product. They have a cost of goods sold that is the physical product, right? Let's assume in this situation, it's 40%. Let's say on average, you can make them an extra $32,000 per month in sales from a 30,000 person email list, right? Their profit margin is 40% on the 32K additional you make them, right? Meaning the profit amounts to $12,800. That's 40% of 32,000, right? So they paid you $3,000 to make an extra $32,000 in sales and $12,800 in profit, right? So that means $12,800 divided by $3,000 is 4.3 times return on investment in profit for your client. This logically makes sense, right? So now let's go to prospect two. Prospect two, their list size is 5,000 people. Their product profit margin is 30%. Let's say you can make them an extra $5,500 per month in sales from a 5,000 person email list, right? Since their profit margin is 30% on the 5,500 you make them, their profit amounts to $1,650, right? They paid you $3,000 to make $1,650 in profit. They lost money. You made money, they lost money. This logically doesn't make sense for them to purchase, which leaves you with only two options to proceed forward. Option one that I don't recommend is lowering your prices. Option two that I do recommend, only pitch your service to larger businesses. You cannot do anything else besides these two. You have to pick one of them. And the pathway forward that's going to make the most sense is to just sell to larger businesses. Let's take another example. You are a lead generation agency. You send cold emails on behalf of other businesses to get them sales calls. Let's go through the numbers for this, right? Prospect number one, they sell a $300 per month service. Their average customer stays with them for 6 months, meaning their lifetime value is $1,800, right? Let's say they close 20% of their calls, right? Now let's go to prospect two. They sell an $8,000 per month service. Their average customer stays with them for 6 months, meaning their lifetime value is $48,000, right? Let's say prospect two also closes at 20%, right? So let's say you're charging these companies per call. You only get paid when you generate a qualified call for both of these businesses, right? You're on a performance base. Since they both close at 20%, that means for every 5 calls you generate for each of them, they make a sale. Let's say you're selling those booked calls for $400 each. So for every 5 calls that you were able to generate for either of them, you're going to charge $2,000. You're gonna make 2K. With Prospect 1, because their LTV is $1,800, they lose money. With Prospect 2, because their LTV is $48,000, they're making $46,000 profit. Do you see how this logically makes sense? Same pricing, different prospect. So again, you are left with the same 2 pathways forward. Either lower your price or pitch it to higher value prospects. The takeaway I want you to get from this is not to charge less money, it's to sell to larger people. And the reason why you probably can't close a lot of your calls is because you're getting on the phone with people who it would not logically make sense for. And if you sat down and you quite literally screen shared with somebody, a Google Doc where you walk through these numbers together with conservative values and explain to them that there basically is no way that this isn't going to work, and you're so confident in your ability to do it, and maybe you give them a guarantee, you're going to close way more calls. Big plug, if you want to charge more money and you want to get more clients, go to clientascension.com. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Now, the way you should approach the meetings you're getting is of a consultative approach. And this is going to look something like this, right? Thanks for getting on the phone with me, Mr. Prospect. You're running a business, and the purpose of that is probably to make a profit. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to ask you a couple questions to see if this would financially work for both of us, and if I'm confident in being able to give you an offer and possibly a guarantee if I'm super confident in the results. This is exactly what we do at Client Ascension. What kind of business are you running? Is it a B2B business or a B2C business? Who are you targeting? What kind of B2B businesses? Is that targetable through cold email? How much do you charge to see how many clients it would take for you to be profitable? So if you want to charge more money, if you want to get more clients, if you want to close more of those calls, and you want to scale your business, I'm going to leave a link in the description, clientascension.com. And if you want to learn more about how to make more money, click right here to watch this video.